Hi guys, it's your girl Xee and Cyn, and we're back with another reaction video for you today. And today we are reacting to why Halloween really British. All right, and we're getting this one from Angophenia, episode 41. Go over and show them some love. The link will be in the description below. So today is what? The 31st. So today is Halloween here in the US. So is it celebrated as Halloween also in the UK? That's a quick question right there. I don't know. We'll be dropping this video tomorrow, guys, to be honest with you, because we thought about this. I'm like, let's do this. Let's find out, because we didn't even know it was a British thing at all.
No.
So let's get into this video.
I did not know.
So here we go right about now. Welcome. Thank you for being here. And thank you for always supporting. Here we go.
Made you look. But now that I've got your attention, why not stick around and find out where Halloween really comes from? Or are you too much of a scaredy cat? Despite what many Brits think is an American invention, as it turns out, it's actually the Scots who were the original trick-or-treaters. It's believed that the origins of what we call Halloween can be traced back to the ancient festival of Samhain, which was celebrated by the Celts on November 1st. Samhain translates into summer's end in Gaelic and marked the end of the harvest season and the beginning of winter. The Celts also believed that on the night before Samhain, the veil between the worlds of the dead and the living was at its thinnest, and that spirits, ghouls and fairies would visit. By the 7th century, pagan Celts had been successfully converted to Christianity. The church had found that the best way to convert pagans was to come up with a similar but not quite the same alternative to an already existing calendar celebration. So the Christian All Saints' Day was moved to November 1st, which, yep, you guessed it, just happened to be the same day as Samhain.
Hold up.
That's a lot of information. All that was boom, 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 boom within that 1 minute.
Hold up. She was like, it was a Scottish who started
It was
it.
Scottish that started it.
One, I'm like, okay now. And then she was like, Samhain?
Yeah.
So you guys celebrated on November 1st.
That is, wow.
And
we're
then,
the 31st.
Yeah, and then she said, in order to get over people that weren't Christian, they merged it together in order to get people who was on the outside. Isn't that something?
That's
and
something.
it is considered as when the first is considered when human and Christian merge together.
It's like the thinnest line between the
two
like the
worlds.
dark world and the light world. Yeah, the two worlds. They're thinnest, and that's true. I believe that.
We just fought 1 minute and 14 seconds in, and that's a lot.
It is a lot.
But that's a shocker.
It is.
Because she said, what you thought was an American thing, it is not.
It is not. I thought it was I seriously thought it was an American thing.
Wow.
Interestingly, by 1550, Samhain had been absorbed into the Christian festival of All Saints, also known as All Hallows Day. Celebrations retained much of the pagan character, offering both joyful celebration and somber contemplation of death. In fact, the word Halloween itself might sound like it has pagan roots, but the etymology is actually Christian and is a contraction of All Hallows Eve. By the 17th century, the principal autumn gathering in England had become Bonfire Night on November 5th, after Guy Fawkes tried to blow up Parliament. There's a whole other Anglophenia episode on this, which I highly recommend. So the English were like, hello, what now? But Halloween continued to grow in popularity in areas that had a strong Celtic heritage, especially Scotland, who clung to the aura of ghostly happenings and romance that the night held. Yes, romance. As it turns out, Halloween can tell you a lot about your love life. Many of the modern-day Halloween celebrations, such as trick-or-treating and carving lanterns, can be traced back to the original Scottish celebrations, many of which are described in the poem Halloween, written by the Scottish poet Robert Burns in 1759. Duking or bobbing for apples was a common pastime on Halloween, but apples were mostly used to reveal clues about one's future spouse, which is what most pre-industrial rural teenagers spent their days thinking about. I mean, they didn't have Facebook. There were many variations when it came to apple divination, including apple bobbing, where the first to pick the apple out of the water using only their mouth would be the first to marry. Slicing the apple into 9 pieces where the future intended would magically appear to take the final slice. Eating an apple while simultaneously combing your hair in front of a mirror would not only show that you were well coordinated, but also show you the face of your true love in the reflection.
That is something.
That is something. So like there's like a bunch of guys. If they only if one picks like an apple with their mouth, that is your spouse.
And no. You're getting married first. Remember that the
If you think if you're getting married first,
yeah, who can catch it up with their mouth? They're the one getting married first. And when you cut it up into 9 pieces, and you're eating and brushing,
hair,
so you see
well coordinated and you see her.
Aye.
Anything else you want to say besides what I just said?
People really believe this. I'm sorry, Sid. I'm sorry. This is a stretch. You okay?
Yeah.
It's a stretch. It's a stretch. But back then, you see, life is so. Now you have technology, but back then, anything is believable, man.
Oh yeah.
Every and anything.
And my personal favourite, attempting to peel an apple in one motion without breaking the skin. Toss it over your shoulder and it would land in the shape of a letter from your future betrothed's name. I used to try this one when I was a little girl every Halloween. I don't know, something about it was just so appealing.
Okay, so we Jamaican have a thing like that. Yeah, it's in Jamaica we have this thing. When you peel the orange and don't let it break, they say you have long life and prosperity and your life will be fine. So when I was younger, I used to see, here we go again. I'm the genie that used to be that. Now I'm one of the genies. So people used to marvel when they see others peeling the orange and
without it breaking off.
Yeah.
That's
so it's the same thing compared to the apple. No, I used to get it. Like
you do,
girl, I wasn't playing. I wasn't playing, and everybody was like, "You better peel my orange because I don't want my skin to break." It was as a child. I'm telling you, the stuff you grew up hearing, it's it's crazy. But see, it's similar.
It is.
Wow.
I pare this apple round and round again, my sweetheart's name to flourish on the plain. I fling the unbroken pairing over my head. My sweetheart's letter on the ground is read.
Ooh.
Yeah, guys, any ideas?
That's what I was thinking. Like, what letter would you get out of that?
I don't know.
A U maybe? That's it. A bunch of y'all got U's. It's like.
Later, apples found popularity when Halloween was brought to America by Irish and Scottish immigrants. And apple juice became the standard drink at Halloween celebrations, often served alongside popcorn, donuts, and pumpkin pie. Well, what did you expect? This was America, people.
That's true.
The original Scottish version of trick-or-treating was called guising, where children would venture out disguised as evil spirits so they could walk undetected by the wicked ghouls on Halloween. Instead of going door to door and simply yelling, "Trick or treat," they would be expected to perform a song, poem, or some other entertaining trick before being rewarded with treats, often food, drinks, coins, or soul cakes, which were small round spiced seed cakes with currants on top and were specific to Halloween. In the spirit of all this, I thought I could perform the monotonous souling song, which was often performed by children on All Saints' Day when they went from house to house. Soul cake. Good mistress, give us a soul cake. One for Peter, one for Paul, and one for them has made us all. Thank you. Thank you. Too kind.
That is interesting to me that back then they would have to perform
in order to get a treat. It's not like
it's not a trick or treat.
No, but I think it changed over time because I don't think I'm assuming that they do the same thing. They just go up and knock to their door as well. Let us know in the comment section if this is the same
she
way.
Like that old torch said she also performed. I'm like, so how is this? Is this things like you said? Is it still going on?
Yeah,
like because it's not here. I've never heard someone perform at my door.
No, somebody just
knock and ask,
and that's it. Mm-hmm. They don't even ask. They just push out the basket. No question asked.
Yeah, you know what time it is. I need my candy, ma'am.
I don't even hear them say trick or treat, really.
You got a candy?
Yeah, and they push the basket open. That's pretty much it. But it's interesting that she said the way they dress was to not be noticed.
Yes,
by a spirit.
Yes.
So they're tricking the spirit then, basically, and that's the reason why they dressed up.
That makes sense.
Because remember they said it's that one time a year
Okay,
when
yeah.
the gateway open between the two. Hey.
They get started.
Originally, large bonfires would have been held to ward off evil spirits on Halloween
Okay.
and have said to have been the inspiration behind the carved pumpkin lanterns we use today. However, before the introduction of pumpkins, which are actually native to America, Scotland and in fact most of the UK carved lanterns out of neeps, otherwise known as turnips. Even when I was a girl, we carved turnips instead of pumpkins.
Oh.
You can see why this one won, can't you? Throughout much of the 20th century, Halloween in Britain has been a bit of a non-event. But in recent years, American-style celebrations and popularity have found their way over here. And thank goodness for that. I mean, have you ever actually tried to carve a turnip? I did, every year up until the age of about 20.
Oh.
And that was just spent on one turnip. Also, FYI, we don't commonly call pumpkins jack-o'-lanterns. They're just pumpkins to us Brits, with or without a scary face carved into them. Also, we like to stick to the spooky theme of Halloween when it comes to our costumes. So no cowboys or sexy librarians, just good old-fashioned monsters and ghosts. Trick or treat if you dare, but be prepared to have a grumpy anti-trick-or-treater answer the door and give you nothing but a piece of their mind. Yeah, there are still a few haters out there. Basically, if there's a pumpkin on the doorstep, then there's probably a bowl of candy, or as we call them, sweets, ready and waiting. With Halloween being my favourite time of the year, I'd love to know how you celebrate. Or maybe All Saints' Day is more your vibe. Let us know in the comments. If you're feeling brave enough, then hop on your broomstick and head over to Twitter and follow us at Anglophenia. And why?
Wow. So it's not just Halloween, it's All Saints Day.
All Saints, yeah.
And then they have the bonfire, and the bonfire is supposed to ward off the spirit. And then they turn around again. Can you imagine carving a turnip?
Oh, girl, no. That's hard. And that thing is small, too.
Listen.
Yeah, compared to a pumpkin, it's much
And
easier
they
than
don't
pumpkin.
call it jack-o'-lantern.
They don't.
They just call it pumpkin.
I like that. Like
It is a pumpkin.
It is pumpkin.
When you think about it, but that's interesting. So it
interesting.
started in England.
In Scotland. Yeah, Scotland.
I'm sorry, guys. Scotland. Scotland. So it's a British thing. Period. Pipeline.
Yes.
But that is way back when, you know.
That is way back.
And the funny thing she said, she carved turning up to her 20s.
20s.
So, and she
Yeah,
seems
20s.
very
She
young.
does look young. So I'm like, how recent is this? Like, what are some of the
But-
traditions that are still going
Yeah,
on?
but and you notice what she said? She's like, it has died out a little here.
Yes, and
And
then
then
America
because
brought it
of
back.
the how
pumpkins and all
yeah.
that stuff.
it came back across the pond.
The pond. It's okay.
And you know, it's a thing now. But
Yeah.
if you notice, it's not like here where you see people in sexy
nurses. Girl,
They
no.
provoke.
Ooh. It's not even like, it's no longer scary. It's more like, let me get sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The adults go overboard.
Oh, they do.
I'm sorry. And the parties that they have,
Oh, yeah.
guys, I don't know. I'm just saying, I see the costumes, I see the pictures.
Oh, we see, yeah.
That it's not something that I do. I'm not
No.
entertained by it. Just the thought of the gateway open between.
Light and dark. I'm sorry. That just does it for me.
I
too.
don't want to see no ghosts. I'm good.
Yeah.
That's not a world that I venture into. I will
No,
never venture
I will
into a
never
world like that.
too,
It's just
not gonna lie.
it
I
is
will stick
just-
on this world.
yeah. And see, I'm glad we watched this because you can explain to your kids like this is where it all started from.
Yes.
This is what it's all about. It's not necessarily about this candy
No,
stuff.
it's not. It has a
You
deeper
understand?
meaning to it.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't know that.
No.
So and we did not know.
No.
So we just got we were
Especially
taught.
the Scotland one.
Yeah, I did not because
didn't
I
know.
thought it. We always think
Sounds
it's an
American
American thing, to be honest with you.
Nasty habit of ours.
Because in Jamaica, I didn't go. I knew nothing about Halloween,
Never did I. It's not so in Africa.
but now in
Now,
Jamaica, it is
the influence.
American influence, and because
Yes.
everybody still think in Jamaica. A lot of people in Jamaica, majority, the land of opportunity.
Girl, even Africa.
Yeah,
It is the land
a
of the
land of the free and the greatest place on earth.
Yeah.
With that said, Xyn and I is running out of here. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Let us know if you enjoy it or you don't. Let us know what do you think.
Yeah.
And let us know if you knew it was a Scottish. It started. Yes, Raya. I know, right?
Can I have a Nutella sandwich?
Let us know if you knew it started back then. Be good, be kind,
Yes.
love each other. You know what, people? Try to get along with others. We love you guys, and we will definitely catch you guys in another video. And with that, don't forget to like, share, comment, tell us what you want to. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.